This is a PokePress special report.
Hi, I'm Stephen Reich from the Madison, Wisconsin PokePress PIRN studios. I'm here on the phone with David from Pennsylvania, who is a recent competitor in the Pokemon video game regional qualifier that was held near Philadelphia. And David, we just had a couple questions we wanted to go over. First of all, what was your basic team or strategy, as much as you're willing to talk about that?
I personally like to experiment with the underused and never used tiers of Pokemon. So my first pair was Regigigas and Venomoth. And what would happen there is Venomoth was really fast. It had good IV and EV and stuff. And so you skill swap to get rid of Regigigas' slow start, making Regigigas a potent threat in combat.
That's always kind of neat stuff in 2-on-2 that's not present in 1-on-1. So what was the atmosphere like? I heard they had so many people in the seniors division that they made up bracelets because it was a drawing. It wasn't like a test like they had taken before. They had a drawing for who would get to play in the events, and I think there were, 128 slots in each division?
Yeah, they had 128 slots, and when you registered, they gave you a small paper bracelet with a number and the Pokemon, which has that number in the Pokedex. And then later they put a screen with the number and Pokemon that were playing, and I luckily was one of those as well.
Yeah, I know you had about, 1 in 4 odds or something like that?
Yeah, there were at least 500, I would say, maybe even 600.
So were any people dressed up? Like, were there any people in costume? Were there any other activities going on?
Well, they definitely had some mascots. Some people dressed up as the 3 starters from this 4th-gen game and Pikachu. But I saw some people wearing, like, Lucario shirts or Flygon hats or stuff like that, Pokemon clothing.
And how far away did people come for this? I assume there were some people from New York and D.C., right?
Yeah, there were people from all over the place, people who drove hours and hours to get there, and I feel bad that a lot of them didn't get to play.
So what was the level of competition like? Well, actually, first I should probably ask, have you ever been in one of these types of things? Were you in the Journey Across America or last year's showdown at all?
No, this is actually my first year, but as far as I saw, the competition was basically like a quarter of the people knew what, like the intense IV breeding stuff. Like 15% didn't know about that, but knew about EVs. And then the rest were basically just training up Pokemon, and some, unfortunately, just traded in the GTS last minute for a bunch of level 50s.
How well did you think the event was organized?
It was fairly well organized. I don't think they were ready for the number of people who showed up. The line stretched across the floor and looped around itself.
That's pretty cool. So you got in a couple rounds. How did that turn out? How far did you get again? What was it, 3 rounds out of?
I got to the 3rd round. There were 3 rounds, and then there were the finals with the final 16.
And what did you have to bring? Did you have to bring a DS, or did you just have to bring a platinum card?
You just had to bring your platinum card. But bringing your DS is advised, because, I mean, you can make last-minute changes, and you can battle casually with people.
Yeah, I take it this is single elimination, correct?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, as opposed to in the trading card game, usually what happens is we have a set number of rounds called Swiss, where everyone plays X number of rounds, and then they take the top, some power of 2, and take those into the next level. But this was a straight playoff.
Yep.
All right. Do you have any input or suggestions maybe they should try for next year?
They could definitely change the entry method. I mean, a random drawing. I was lucky enough to get in, but there were people who were probably better than me who didn't. And that's not really fair. They should do it like a test or something.
And what advice do you give to people who want to start competing? Is it easier, harder, or is it worth it?
I would say it was worth it. It was a great experience, and people who want to enter it, research the stuff, level your own guys, train them, use strategy, and have fun, most of all. That's what it's about.
All right. Well, thank you very much, David. This has been Stephen Reich doing a phone interview with David from Pennsylvania, a participant at the recent Pokemon video game regional qualifier. Thank you very much, David. It's been great having you on.
It's been great being here.
This has been a PokePress special report.